Okay, good afternoon, children.
Ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon. So we are going to revise this chapter in the last class. The last class we just revised this chapter, right? So I'm going to ask questions from this chapter. Hope you have revised this chapter well, right? No reply? Yes, right? Okay.
Ma'am, that neutralization reaction definition I what?
That's in the notes.
Notes, on the I check.
Powell, Alna, Shania, Delvin, Dominic, Melita, Emerin, Abin, switch on your videos. Lena, which are the three types of indicators?
Olfactory indicators, natural indicators,
Yeah.
human-made indicators.
Yeah, synthetic indicators. Gauri, examples for natural indicators.
Salic acid,
Natural indicator, not acid, indicator.
Ma'am, I know.
Wait,
Cabbage.
wait, wait. Yeah,
then turmeric,
turmeric, then
hydrangea, leaves
yes,
of hydrangea.
hydrangea flower extract, red cabbage leaves extract, etc. Okay. Then Raya, can you tell me the color change occurs the litmus paper on acidic substances and basic substances?
In acidic substances, blue litmus to red.
Yeah.
In basic substances, red litmus to blue.
Okay. Then Angelo, examples for synthetic indicators.
Methyl orange,
Yeah, methyl orange. Then phenolphthalein. Okay, methyl orange and phenolphthalein are examples of synthetic indicators. Rohan, examples for olfactory indicators. Unmute. Olfactory indicators, examples. I can't hear you.
Ma'am, I know. Ma'am, I think clove, clove, and
Question to Rohan, right? I will give chances for everyone. Wait. Yeah, Rohan. Please check your device, okay? Yeah, Fisan, now you can tell me.
clove,
Hmm.
and one substance was there. Clove and beetroot.
No.
Clove is correct.
Yes.
Clove and
Then? Devu, can you give me examples?
ma'am, first letter.
Who will give you clue for the exam?
Onion.
Yeah, Devu. Yes,
Onion.
vanilla, onion, clove. These are the examples of olfactory indicators. Devu, which acid is produced in a lemon?
Ma'am.
Hmm.
Citric acid.
Which acid?
Citric acid.
Yeah, citric acid. Krishna. Krishna, which acid present in vinegar? Vinegar. Belvin, which acid present in vinegar? Sovel,
When textbook it is not there, la.
it's there.
Is there? Okay.
Sovel, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Which acid present in vinegar? Shania?
Acetic acid.
Yeah, acetic acid. Then Sania? Tania, which acid present in tamarind? Tania, can you hear me? No. Minha, which acid present?
Tartaric acid.
Yeah, tartaric acid. Okay. Then Abin,
Yes, ma'am.
which acid present in curd?
Lactic acid.
Yeah, lactic acid. Eva, examples of mineral acids.
Sulfuric acid,
Yeah,
nitric
sulfuric
acid,
acid. Which one?
hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, hydrochloric.
Okay, okay. Sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid. These all are examples of mineral acids. Then what's the pH level of water? Kshetra?
Ma'am, 7.
Yeah, 7. Then what about acidic substances, Sriram?
Below 7.
Yeah, below 7. Then what about basic substances, Ashik? Ashik. Ashik, are you there? Alnaros? Alnaros. What about the pH value of basic subs? Yeah.
Her voice is breaking.
I know. Emrin, can you tell me?
7 to 14.
Yeah, that means greater than 7, right? Then what's the chemical formula of washing soda? Srihari, washing soda. Srihari, can you hear me? Elsa?
Ma'am, he is there.
Yeah. What's the chemical formula of washing soda?
Na2CO3, 10H2O.
Very good. Na2CO3, 10H2O. Then what's the common name of sodium hydroxide? Navaneet? Common name of sodium hydroxide. Navaneet, are you there? Karthik? Yeah, okay, tell me. What's the common name of sodium hydroxide? Yes?
Quicklime.
No?
Ma'am, caustic soda.
Yeah, it's caustic soda. Okay. Then Karthik, it's what's the common name of NaHCO3?
And baking soda.
Yeah, baking soda. Then what about the uses of this bleaching powder? Melita, uses of bleaching powder. Melita, yeah. Uses of bleaching powder.
For disinfecting drinking water.
Yes. Then
For
for
bleaching
bleaching.
cotton and for textile industry.
Okay, okay. Then question 2. Anaj, are you there?
Ma'am,
Anaj, which product is obtained when acids react with metals?
ma'am, question.
Which product is obtained when acids react with metals? Which gas is produced?
Am I got?
Anaj? Rohan? Can you tell me which gas is
Yes, ma'am.
produced when metals react with acids?
Ma'am, can
Wait. Yeah? Yeah, Anaj? Yeah, tell me.
hydrogen,
Yeah, hydrogen gas is produced. Okay. When metals react with acids, hydrogen gas is produced. Maria,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, which product is obtained when metal carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonates react with acids?
Salt and water.
Which gas is produced there? Metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate react,
Hydrogen.
not hydrogen. Which gas is produced there?
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, carbon dioxide. Then how can you test that carbon dioxide is produced in a chemical reaction, Kshetra? Kshetra. Said, can you tell me? Said, Sean,
Ma'am,
Sean,
get up tube and
Shania, can you tell me?
By passing it through lime water. It turns
Yeah.
milky.
When it passes through lime water, it turns lime water milky. Okay. And how can we determine hydrogen gas is produced there?
you know.
Angelo,
Yes, ma'am.
how can you determine that hydrogen gas is produced in a chemical reaction?
Because it will make pop sound.
Yeah, when you bring a burning candle towards the gas, it burns with a pop sound. Karthik, chemical formula of bleaching powder, CaOCl2. Chemical name, right? Calcium hypochlorite. Calcium hypochlorite. Okay. So those who did not study this chapter, study well before your exam, okay? Then we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 3, that is metals and non-metals. Okay, chapter 3, metals and non-metals. And I told you, only few portions are from this chapter. Physical properties, then chemical properties, reactivity series, ionic compounds. From 3.4 onwards, it was deleted. Clear? Physical properties, chemical properties, reactivity series, then the ionic compounds. From 3.4 onwards, it is deleted. And the physical properties and chemical properties that you have learned from 8th standard onwards.
3 point
Which one?
deleted excluded. 3.4 now delete the portions.
Yes, from 3.4 onwards, it's deleted. Okay, so chapter 3, metals and non-metals. So can you give some examples for this metals, children? Minha, examples for metals. Which one? Copper. Then all of you switch on your videos. Sania, tell me one example. Sania. Nabil.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me one example for metal.
Metal. Iron.
Iron. Then
Mm, gold.
gold.
Diamond.
Diamond is not
Copper.
a metal. Yeah,
Copper.
copper. Yeah, copper.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Mm, coal.
One.
Then
Yeah, these all are examples of metals. Okay. Aluminium, copper, iron, silver, gold, sodium, then potassium.
Mercury.
Yeah, mercury is also an example for a metal that exists in liquid state. Okay, mercury is the only metal that exists in liquid state. Clear? Then any more examples? Metals. Which one? Yeah, zinc,
Phosphorus.
phosphorus, tin, then
Magnesium.
magnesium. Yeah, platinum.
Lead.
Yes, lead.
Nitrate.
Which one? After lead, which one?
Nitrate.
Which one?
Aluminium. Right.
Yes,
Ma'am,
lead.
titanium.
Yeah, it's also a metal. Platinum, then titanium. These all are metals. Okay, aluminium,
Uranium.
copper, iron. Which one?
Uranium.
Yes, uranium. So these all are examples of metals: aluminium, copper, iron, silver, gold, sodium, magnesium, tin, phosphorus, zinc, mercury, potassium, lead, platinum, titanium, uranium. These all are examples of metals. Then what about non-metals, children? Non-metals.
Oxygen.
Yes, oxygen. Then
Hydrogen.
yeah, hydrogen. Then
Graphite.
carbon. Yeah,
Oxygen.
Nitrogen.
Graphite, ma'am.
oxygen, carbon,
Hydrogen.
nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur. Then which one? Chlorine. Okay.
Graphite is metal or what?
It's a allotrope of carbon. Okay, it's a form of carbon. Graphite, diamond. Just 1 minute. Just wait. I didn't share the screen, right? Yes. So the examples of non-metals: oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, chlorine, carbon, etc. So this diamond,
IoT.
yes, iodine. Yes, yes, iodine. So this graphite, diamond, then coal, these all are forms, different forms of carbon itself. Okay, they are known as allotropes of carbon. That means carbon can able to exist in different forms. So this diamond, coal, graphite, these all are different forms of carbon. Okay, so these all are examples of non-metals. Then we can discuss some common uses of metals. Common uses of metals. You can share your own points. So Delvin, can you tell me any one use of metal? Metal.
Conduct electricity.
Question to Delvin. Yeah. Yes, Delvin, tell me, switch on your video. Any one use of metal?
For making jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry, that's a use. Okay, then Maria, can you tell me one? Any one use of metal?
Ma'am, jewelry.
Jewelry already told by Delvin. So any other use? Only jewelry? Then what's the purpose of this aluminium, copper, etc.?
Making spoons and
That means vessels, right?
vessel.
Vessel. Then for making wires. Then anyone can tell me?
Ma'am, kitchen.
Yes, kitchen utensils. That means vessels, right? Then
For constructions.
yeah, for construction purposes, this iron, etc. Then
Making coins.
yes, coins. Then
Statues.
statues. Then
Automobile field.
yes, automobiles. Then for making tools. So these all are different uses of metals, right? Then we can discuss certain uses of non-metals, different uses of non-metals. So we can think about the examples for this non-metals, then you can share certain points about the uses of non-metals. Yes, tell me. The uses of non-metals. Geraldine, can you tell me any one use of this non-metal? Geraldine? Sean, can you tell me any one use of this non-metal?
To breathe.
Which one?
To breathe.
Yeah, oxygen for breathing. Then oxygen is for breathing. Then what's the purpose of this nitrogen?
Used by plants.
Yes, very good. Used in fertilizers. Okay. Used in fertilizers. Then iodine. What's the use of iodine?
Ma'am, for treatment.
Yes, that means for medicines, right?
Iodine.
Yes. Srihari, what's your point?
Ma'am, that's medicine for medicine.
Yeah, okay. Then chlorine. What's the use of chlorine? We have learned different uses of chlorine. Tell me.
Purify water.
And
Yes,
treatment,
purification.
water treatment.
Yes, that is purification, right?
Yes.
Then any other uses?
Diamond, jewelry.
Yeah, that
Potassium.
means potassium is a metal, right? Potassium, sodium are examples of metal. What about sulfur? It's the main content in some substances.
Formic acid or
Which one? What about crackers, explosives?
Ma'am, board.
Which one? Board?
And screen, share screen.
I didn't share the screen.
And you are using.
I want to discuss with you. That's it.
Ah,
So can you tell me which is the main content in explosives, crackers, etc.?
Phosphorus.
potassium.
Yeah, this phosphorus, sulfur. Phosphorus comes in the category of
And
metal.
potassium.
Potassium is a metal. Okay, the sulfur is also used for making such explosives, crackers, etc. Okay.
When we put that potassium in water, then it will sometimes heat will come now. Heat air.
I never put potassium in water. I don't know.
No. When we mix that, sometimes it will take an air will come.
How you got
It-
potassium?
Very hot it will come. That's
In the case of sodium, that's right. I don't know. Yeah, potassium also same thing. Okay, phosphorus. I think I write this phosphorus as an example for metal, right? It's an example for non-metal. So you can add sulfur and phosphorus. Both are used for making such explosives, crackers, etc. Okay. Yes.
iodine is a chemical we are using in medicines.
Which one?
No, iodine is a chemical we are
Yeah,
using in
for
medicine.
betadine. Do you know the ointment betadine? Used
Yes,
for,
ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
In that betadine, the main content is iodine. Okay.
Iodine, I heard some ointments it will be there.
And in the case of certain diseases due to thyroid disorders, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, this due to the deficiency of this iodine. Okay, in such disease conditions, we are consume this iodine. Clear? Iodized salt is preferred for such treatments. Okay, so iodine is used as a medicine. So these are different uses of metals and non-metals. Okay, then we are moving to the properties of this metals and non-metals. First, we can discuss the physical properties of metals. Physical properties of metals. Write down the heading, physical properties of metals.
So the uses.
Physical properties of metals.
And can show the uses.
I just wrote that. Why don't you
Am I writing?
write? It's okay. You can able to write as your own. It's very simple. Common things, right? So the properties, and I will include it in the notes. No need to worry. Properties of metals. First, we are discussing the physical properties. Physical properties. Properties of metals, the physical properties. So for learning this physical properties, there are certain activities in your textbook. So we can start from activity 3.1. Okay, activity 3.1, page number 37. Okay, who will read this activity? Srihari, can you please read? 3.1.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Take a sample of iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium.
Yes.
Note the appearance of each sample. Clean the surface of each sample by rubbing them with paper sand and note their appearance again.
Sandpaper. Okay, then. And note their appearance again. So you have to take samples of iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium. These all are examples of metals, right? Iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium. Note the appearance of each sample. Then clean the surface of each sample by rubbing it with sandpaper. What's the purpose of rubbing each metal with sandpaper?
To make it smooth.
Pure, right? To remove the impurities. I told you these metals are very much reactive. So when they comes into contact with oxygen, what happens there? We have learned.
Rust.
Oxidation.
Yes, corrosion take place, right? In the case of iron, it's called rusting. So there will be some oxides formed there in the surface of this metal. So to remove all these impurities, oxides, etc., we are rubbing the surface with sandpaper. Okay. Then you have to note its appearance. So can you tell me how these metals appear? Is it shiny or dull?
Shiny, ma'am.
Shiny.
Yes, almost metals, they are shiny in appearance. So this metals in their pure state having a shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. Okay, metallic luster. So this is the first property of metals. You can write there. Metals in their pure state, metals in their pure state have a shining surface. Have a shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. Metallic luster. Metals in their pure state have a shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. Okay, then Minha, can you read the activity 3.2? Have you just wait, have you completed? Hassan,
Yes, ma'am.
have you completed the slide?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then Minha, read activity 3.2.
Take small pieces of iron, copper, aluminum, and magnesium. Try to cut these metals with a sharp knife and note your observations.
Yes.
Hold a piece of sodium metal with a pair of tongs. Caution, always handle sodium metal with care, dry by pressing between the folds of a filter paper.
Yeah.
Put it on a watch glass and try to cut it with a knife. What do you observe?
Yes. Take small pieces of iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium. These all are examples of metals, right? And try to cut these metals with a sharp knife and note your observations. You can tell me, is it very easy to cut this type of metals into pieces?
No,
Yes
ma'am,
or
it's
no?
hard.
No, right? Thus, iron, copper, aluminium, and magnesium, they are very hard, strong substances. So it is not easy for cutting this metals into pieces. So that means that's the second property of metals. Metals are generally hard. Okay, metals are generally hard. Before that, there is one caution in the case of sodium metal. What's the reason? Always handle sodium metal with care. Can you tell me the reason?
And when it come contact with the it became explosive.
Yes, this sodium is very reactive metal. Okay, this very reactive metal, when it comes into contact with air, it will burns. Okay, sodium is very reactive metal, and when it comes into contact with air, it will burns. So always this sodium metals are stored in kerosenes. Avoid the contact between air. Clear? Sodium metal is very reactive. When they comes into contact with air, it will burns. So it always kept in kerosene.
Potassium is also stored in kerosene.
Yes, yes. So these all are very reactive metals. That's the reason why which they are stored in kerosene. And when you take this sodium metal using your hands, sometimes it will burns. That's why they are preferring to hold this sodium metal with the folds of filter paper. Clear? The some moisture content in our hands, it will helps for the sodium metal to be very reactive. That's why they
Yes,
are
fine.
preferring to pressing it between the folds of filter paper. Yes.
Hold on. Actually 3.2.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we learned the second property, physical property of metals. Metals are generally hard. Metals are generally hard. And this hardness varies from metal to metal. In the case of iron, aluminium, copper, etc., they are very strong. But in the case of sodium, it is compared to these metals, it is easy to cut it with a knife. Okay, so metals are generally hard and the hardness varies from metal to metal.
Ma'am,
And you
what about mercury?
mercury is in liquid state, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mercury is the only metal that exists in liquid state. That's why we are using this point. Metals are generally hard. There are certain exceptions there. Okay. Yes. Then you can note this point. Sodium atom. Sodium metal. Sorry, sodium metal. It's very reactive. When they comes into contact with air or water, it reacts vigorously. That means very fast. So it is always stored in kerosene. I will show you the video of reaction of this sodium metal in water in the next class. Okay. Sodium metal, it is very reactive. When they comes into contact with air or water, it reacts vigorously. So it is always stored in kerosene to avoid the contact between this metal and air or water. That's it. So we have learned two physical properties of metals. First one, metallic luster. That means metals in their pure state have a shining surface. Then metals are generally hard. Have we completed?
1 second.
Finish, right?
Ma'am, 1 second.
Finish, Fizan?
Yes.
Okay. So, Adulya, which are the two physical properties of metals?
Metallic luster,
Yeah.
Metals are generally hot.
Yes, metallic luster and hardness. These are the two physical properties of metals. The remaining properties we can discuss in the next class. Then Raya, can you tell me 2 examples for metals?
Copper, aluminum.
Yes. Isha, non-metals. Yes, non-metals.
Ma'am, mercury.
Mercury is a metal that exists in liquid state. Non-metal. Elena?
Bromine.
Yeah, bromine. Then bromine, iodine, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. These all are examples of non-metals. Okay. Okay, children. So all of you read and study very well for the exam. Okay. Now let me take your attendance. Just wait.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.